Well, hello, everybody. My name is Dr. Barb Trumlett, and I have been in a beautiful field of metaphysics for, 20 years and longer, actually. And I feel like I'm such a hippie because I've been a make love, not war kind of person since I was young, and I feel like um, sometimes that irritates people, and they can't comprehend the depth of the love that I have. So it comes across as weird or misunderstood. And so there's judgment with that. And I've had so many misjudgments in my life that, you know, I've been hurt in so many ways. And I try not to look at that and judge other people. I try to think, well, just because I'm like this doesn't mean everybody gets me. But I also, the misjudgments have always been kind of like, wow, that's not me. So I just feel like an introduction of who I am, where I'm coming from, may be like a very needed thing. So, I grew up in St. Louis, Missouri, a little girl from High Ridge, Missouri, and I had this wild dream that everybody could love each other and we didn't have to be mad and we didn't have to have war. And I grew up believing that there was a place in God's arms for all of us. And the first time God spoke to me, I was 8 years old. And I was at church with my mom and I had sang and I was high as a kite. And when I went back into the pew to sit down next to her and they asked for everybody that wanted to take Christ into their life to come up front, um, I started to get up. My mom said, "What are you doing?" And I said, God called me. I want to go up front. I want to be with God now. And she was a little surprised, but she let me go. And it was the voice of God. I heard the voice of God the first time that day. And God said, little Barbie, I have something really big for you to do in life. And I just remember being so proud of myself that God was talking to me so little. And so that loving, gentle voice that I heard of God when I was only 8 years old has stuck with me my whole life. I even wrote a poem about it. And I think it's really interesting because periodically through my life, as I grew up as a teenager, I would lose sight of God, and then something would happen and I would get back and with God, and we just had this little dance. I've been through a lot in my life. I've been through every form of abuse that you can go through. I've gone through forgiveness against all of the people that have abused me, mentally, physically, sexually, emotionally, financially. And I just feel like I my life, my breath, my relationship with my God is more important than anything. And if that means unconditional love and even forgiving all those that have hurt me, then I'm going to do that because my Heavenly Father has promised me so much as I am beholden to Him and I hold the light for Him. I'm like other people during this time of the world. I've lost a lot of family members that think I'm crazy and don't want anything to do with me. I'm like a lot of other people. I miss my grandchildren, and I hope that one day I'll get to be with them. And the people that were in my life, the children I had in my life, even besides my own biologicals, like I have great love for them, but a lot of them no longer want anything to do with me. Friends that were there for me for years are no longer speaking to me because of this vibrational truth I hold and I stick to. I'm not changing my belief system to make anybody else feel good about their decisions or their treatment of me. I've been through a lot. I lost my brother when we were in our 40s. It was hard. I lost my mom and dad, like a lot of us have as they got older. My mother-in-law, my father-in-law. I've lost a lot of friends and family through there. And I lost my husband, which is another heart-wrenching thing to go through. I've lost businesses. I've lost my home. It was repossessed in 2008, like so many other people in America. So I've been through a lot of loss. The hardest loss right now is watching so many people that have been put into some form of financial slavery and they have no control over it. It's sad right now to watch the brainwashing that's been everywhere, the bribery, the blackmail. It's been sad watching all this. And I got to be honest with you, every step of the way, maybe I drop in vibration. I accept that it's really uncomfortable. And I really would like to help. I deal with it. And then I raise my vibration back up and I get back out there and start helping people because I know my calling is helping others see the light and feel the light and bringing God into their life. So I know that's not going to settle well with some people because they just don't understand the power of God and how that works in our lives. But for me, if I can help you as a metaphysical teacher, I look at God as energy. There is no end, there is no beginning, it always has been. And when we look at that energy, and even if you want to call it something else, to be able to understand this universal light that moves through us, we are all the spark of this energy and this light. And when we're working together and we're bringing it in together and we're sharing it together, we are one. So if I'm happy, I have an influence on you being happy. And if I'm living in my highest bright light, then I'm having an influence with you. And so that's really my goal, is to stay in the highest vibration I can, to serve me, my health, my life, my family, my community, but also serve the world on the bigger stage. So as a doctor of metaphysical sciences and counseling, I do work with vibration, frequency, and energy. I do talk about how we change our world with our thoughts. It's important. And I do talk a lot about bringing in the light of God, the life of God, and bringing it in and breathing it deeply into your heart and then releasing it out, breathing it into your heart and releasing anything that no longer serves you. We are here at a pivotal time on this earth. We are here at the end times. The game is in the final steps and stages. And for anybody who doesn't understand, believe, or want to follow that, that's okay. But those of us that do understand, and we're in that stage, we are going to do our best to hold the light and hope that others will feel it, understand it, comprehend it, want to join it, whatever word you want to use. So your lack of not understanding or being held back for a long time will never stop me from holding my light up for God and doing the right thing. I am blessed to be surrounded by a lot of members of a spiritual organization that are great people and becoming my friends. I have closed my friend circle down to just a few because I'm trying to conserve my energy so I can push it out. I have my PhD in metaphysical sciences and I have done my due diligence. I am not a conspiracy theorist. I'm not even a conspiracy researcher, though I do a lot of research. I'm a conspiracy analyst. And those that want to take God out of the church and make it all about rules and regulations, or those that want to take God out of government and make it all about following guidelines, those that want to take God out of the school, no, that's not what this is about. God is everything. The universal light, the energy, that is everything. And if we want to do the right thing, we're going to notice that and we're going to start putting it back in. We want to put the energy and the life and the breath back into everything we do. So I stand where I am. I stand fully in where I am. And I love God. I love the fact that I'm called to help do this information and spread this energy. I have an MBA. I've got the business piece of me. I've got the creative part of me. I've got the spiritual part of me. And all of that combined is helping me be a great teacher. I'm no better than anybody else. I'm just someone who's here in the full life of their calling. And what I'm going to do is give it 100%. And if you want to join me, there's so many things I'm going to be doing. I know we need a lot of support in the future. I have a series called The Compassionate Listener to help people learn how to hear other people. One of the things we don't have right now is everybody's so locked into what they think or what they believe. They can't open up their mind to believing there's something else going on. And sometimes our friends, our family, our neighbors, they just want to be heard. Sometimes we just want someone to hear us. So we're going to be doing this series of The Compassionate Listener and helping you with those skills. But past that, what is a compassionate warrior? Because we're here to find out what our passion is. We're here to find out what our calling is, what makes us tick, what gets us so excited. I want you to help awaken your passionate warrior. I want you to have that compassion in you, that you become so vibrant in who you are, that there's a light, you're just beaming a light. And in the compassionate warrior, we're going to talk about what are those things like courage? What are those things like knowledge and honor and morals and contribution? How do we focus? How do we make a better world? And then I'm going to be also bringing you classes like what is unconditional love and how do you get there when you've been hurt? And why is forgiveness important? It's not just about releasing the person who hurt you from what's happened. It's not about that. It's about releasing that vibration that holds you back. There is a reason a metaphysical reason, a spiritual reason, an emotional reason why it's important to forgive. Not saying that somebody did something to you was correct, but forgiving it so you can go on in peace. There's so many tools and techniques that I want to be able to share with you. And I'm going to do that in a huge series of classes. And I just want you to know that I am here to support my friends, my loved ones, my community, my country. I live in the island of St. Martin right now. And I am also a beautiful lover of the United States because that's where I grew up. That's where my family is. That's where my grandchildren are. And so as I put my heart and soul into these classes and these programs, I just pray you step forward. I pray that I do it the correct way so I can find you and you can find me. But God called me to do these programs and support everybody and to bring that love out. And I'm going to give it my full energy with my whole heart. So I thank you for this message of understanding, and I appreciate everyone. And I pray now that we can connect in some way. And if there's topics you want to know about, let me know. But there's going to be a lot coming out on YouTube and probably Rumble and my website. So I send you blessings. Namaste, my people, my friends. I want you to know that I'm in this for the big haul. I'm not going to stop at anything. And you know, after everything I've been through and where I'm at now, God is blessing me in the most loving and beautiful abundance. I will never argue. I will never shirk my duties, and I will do what God has called me to do. So thank you. Have a blessed day. I look forward to serving you in the future. And again, my name is Dr. Barb Tremlett. It's bringing in the Compassionate Listener series, but my organization is Soul Solutions, SXM. And most of you might have remembered me from a long time ago because my original business was called The Beginner's Expert. So I'm here when you need me. Thank you so much. And I look forward to serving all of you. And you can find me at www.soulsolutionssxm.com. Love and light, my friends. Namaste and thank you.